Hey, I'm JR.
And I'm Mike from the 18 Over Par with Mike and JR podcast.
Welcome to Season 6 of the pod, where we'll continue exploring the sights, stories, and sounds of golf on the prairies, where you'll find some of the most golf courses per capita of anywhere in the world, and beer. Lots of beer.
That's right, JR. More beer.
It's the 18 Over Par podcast with Mike and JR.
You suck, you jackass.
Welcome to 18 Over Par with Mike and JR, proudly presented by Bryce Matlashewski, who is an investment advisor with Endeavor Wealth Management, part of IA Private Wealth, and a member of the Canadian Investor Protection Fund. You can contact Bryce at 204-515-3446. I'm JR, he's Mike, and today we welcome Manitoba Golf Hall of Famer and one of the best to represent the province, Rhonda Orr. She's been Manitoba Female Golfer of the Year a handful of times and competed in the U.S. Senior Women's Open Championship. We're back. And we're in, well, I don't know what studio we would call this. Studio Southwood?
Studio S in the boardroom.
The lovely boardroom, air-conditioned boardroom. Even before we came on, Rhonda and I were mentioning, people were complaining, a week ago of how it was 10 degrees. And
sure.
Now
it's
not 10 degrees.
Stifling out there. It's still a little warm in here. For some reason, I wore jeans, and then I got to the front door. I didn't know if I could wear denim into the clubhouse, but they snuck me in, and the steepers snuck me in the back door there. So,
we were greeted. We had the red carpet rolled out.
Yeah.
Even though we were a little tardy. Well, I was a little tardy, anyways, just getting through the Blue Bomber traffic.
Right. Well, we're both coming from St. James, so it wasn't too bad. So we're here. We're on time,
and we're drinking the Southwood Lager.
I haven't tasted it yet.
Okay, well. Take
sure,
a swig.
It's delicious.
And we want to give a shout out to Maplewood. We were at Maplewood for Goat Fest, and DQ Nick, Barnyard, RK, and who else was in their group? They ended up winning it at -11.
Gerbrandt?
Yes. And
Ian Gerbrandt?
Yes. Ian G, and ended up making, I don't even know how much. Did we crack the, I know it's been thousands, if not tens of thousands of dollars for the Children's Hospital Foundation, the Candy Cane Girls that Goat Fest has raised. I'm still surprised the Goats don't take any of that money, or B-Way takes any of that money, Andrew Blanchette, considering how much work he puts into it. It was
a well-run tournament, and the course hosted it very well as well. And the course, it was the first time I played Maplewood in a long time, or maybe the first time. It was very nice, and some good undulating fairways, and the greens, tough pin locations out there. So shout out to the super that set those up. But
did you ever play out there, Rhonda? It may have been called Rat River at some point.
Correct. Yeah.
Way back with rental clubs, maybe.
Yeah.
way back.
Yeah. No, it was nice. So it was good to get out there and see a new track. And it's only half an hour south of the city, ish.
Took the bus.
Yep.
The school bus, the rented school bus is, and it was a great time. So thanks for everyone who participated. It was a packed tournament. We really enjoyed it, and shout out again to B-Way, Andrew Blanchette, for putting that all together, and for the Goats, the Subarctic Goats, the Beer League hockey team still going.
Yeah, surprisingly. We're getting old, but no, it's good we're recording, because I've had a lot of fan mail in the last few weeks demanding that we record again. And
I know, we're back. Well, thank goodness we're doing this.
We said we got to hold off for a special guest.
Yeah, the specialist guest. Aside from maybe Bryce Matlashewski, who still hasn't been on the show. But we got to get him on the show, and he's an investment advisor with Endeavor Wealth Management, part of IA Private Wealth, and a member of the Canadian Investor Protection Fund. You can contact Bryce at 204-515-3446. You can also check him out in our link tree. Just go to our Facebook, Instagram, anywhere social medias, click on our bio, and our link tree will pop up, and you'll see Bryce.
Have you seen Bryce?
I was supposed to play with him next week.
Okay.
But I can't do it. Unfortunately, I'm coaching soccer that evening.
Very nice.
Yes.
Nice.
Coaching soccer. We're 1-3, I think. But you know what? I love being there, and the kids love me as their coach. There've only been 3 or 4 of the team, or members of the team, that have cried. So I must be doing something either right or wrong. Not sure yet.
That's pretty good, yeah.
U9 soccer, it's tough.
Yeah. You've only made me cry once on the golf course when coaching me, so that's pretty good.
Do you want to say why?
No, I don't. I've discussed that with my therapist thoroughly, and I've made it over that. So,
Well, we might get into a plethora of subjects here, but my goodness, we are in. I don't even know. I mean, I could talk you up for days and days. We'd mentioned the Golden Goose and the people that we're trying to get hold, but really, it's Golf Manitoba royalty coming out here and enjoying the space here at Southwood that we are. And yeah, how did you get yourself into the game? Because doing some prep work, you got into it a little bit later than most.
I did, yeah. I played all the other sports that small town prairie people play, curled and skated. I didn't play hockey out of town because the girls didn't play then, but when I moved to the city, I played university hockey.
wow.
In the winter, I think I already said curling, baseball, fastball. I would have played ball every day of the week if I could. And then Sean, my husband, he was working with Dale Goring, who's a big golfer. And he said, well, we'd played like with rental clubs at Crescent Drive just a few times, and I was awful. And then Dale,
Understandable for
right?
your first
And
time
then,
out.
so started to play a little bit after ball was over. So you had like 2 weeks before other sports started, and Dale kind of got us interested in playing, and we joined Breezy for a couple of years, and then I took some time off to have my son and had some physical injuries, and then decided I wanted to get back, and I was around 42 or something, I think. I said, I want to do this a little more competitively, I thought.
Oh.
I think if I practice, I can be okay. I can crack the top 10 in Manitoba was my goal.
Wow. I
Well,
think
you've done
you
that.
made that. Yeah.
You've certainly surpassed that I'd say. But also I saw, and now he is here, Tom Kinsman.
He is.
He come out of retirement. He came back. He was like, what's going on? Why is he back here?
Yeah, he moved to Lloydminster because his wife took a position there and was teaching there. And actually, Fran and I would fly out to Lloydminster
Wow.
for, maybe the first 4 years he was there. Sometimes we flew to Saskatoon. We flew to Lloydminster directly a couple times and drive from Saskatoon out there and have a 2-day session with him and enjoy just having kind of a nice visit with the two of us and practicing. And we have some other friends there that play in Canadians and have a round with them and come home. It was always a great trip, but quick.
Flying across the country to see
Coach,
your coach. That's good.
Yeah.
And
So
you
his
paid
wife
for him.
retired and he moved back here. So yeah.
And now he's at Southwood.
Yeah, he's
I
at
saw
Southwood.
him, bugging around. We were trying to get some dirt on you from him, but all good things to say, apparently. All good things. And even coming on before this, you yourself are dealing with a bit of an injury right now. So
Yeah.
you're learning to play a different game. What happened?
Oh, yeah, I kind of had a little bit of a trip. Kind of got pushed down a little bit and sort of hurt my ankle and my hip. And so now I'm trying to adjust my swing to be able to bunt it around. And so I'm managing. It's not perfect, but it's different.
Suspicious accident? You think it was intentional? Maybe a competitor?
Definitely unintentional. Definitely unintentional.
Charmaine Hayden coming out of the woods.
I didn't want to name names. But
Charmaine was the first one that came to mind because I saw her recently. She was out at Breeze, I think, playing ladies Nassau. And so I was like, oh, yeah. And then, I don't know. Right off the top of the brain. Maybe it was Charmaine. Charmaine in the dining room with the lead pipe.
Yeah.
But so it's a little bit different because your game was built around your
Well, you
your lower
tend
half?
to be definitely. Yeah, we tend to fire if you're going to be a stronger hitter. You're firing with your hips forward and let your body come through. And right now I've kind of switched to an upper body swing for a little while here.
More armsy, but you're still playing well, it sounds like.
I played okay. Yeah,
Okay.
not the way I
Okay.
like to play, but it's. I guess it wouldn't matter as much if it was earlier. I'm supposed to go to BC in a week to play the BC Senior, so I have to kind of have my game in good enough shape where I feel like I can compete there.
What are you doing to prep for that?
Resting.
that's the kind of practice I
Yeah,
like.
this is your
doing
kind of
podcasts.
prep. Have a cocktail and rest. Under doctor's orders to be resting right now. So
I imagine there'd be some elevation to climb and walk at the courses out there. Or?
actually, it's this year. It's in the Lower Mainland, so and we can ride. It's the senior. It's not restricted. So I've heard from my friends out there that it's a pretty flat course. So even moving around here at Southwood, which you think we're pretty flat, but I don't know how much you guys have played it, but around the greens, it's quite elevated. So I've had a blue flag this week and been driving up beside the green and limping onto the green to putt.
Wow.
So,
See, we look at that. We're kind of jealous. We're like, I want to drive that.
How do I get one of these blue flags?
We're the first day where Fran and I are driving. We're like, well, where are we supposed to go with this blue flag? You know, we feel kind of weird. And then, so
interesting.
We found a way.
Seems, well, either way, I'm going to touch a little bit back on Tom Kinsman and working with him, and maybe you've worked with some other coaches in the past, but maybe there was a lesson or two or a tip that you could pass along to Mike and I or listeners that you received that if you're starting out or maybe want to get better, what can we do to do that?
Wow, that's, I've worked with Brianne a little bit when Tom was out in Lloydminster, and I don't think there's any specific tip other than, if you want to, the biggest one is a lot of people just go and buy new clubs, right? We love the new toys.
Right.
So I would say spend your money on lessons. That would be my biggest tip.
Good, I like that. Yeah, we've heard that before, and then get fitted.
Get fitted, the club fitters love that. My son's a club fitter now, so get fitted.
Oh, is that the one that you kicked out so you can make the basement the trophy room?
Yeah,
okay.
pretty much.
I think was it with the Golf Manitoba Awards where we were chatting about that? I think a little bit. Yeah. Where, you have enough trophies, I guess, to fill an entire basement.
I got a few.
You have them displayed, all of them, or are they some of them in the garage?
They used to be just tucked away, but I have this putting green that I built downstairs. Actually, Brendan built it for me, but we put during COVID. We got this putting green, and I'm like, I have all these things, and I was moving stuff around. Well, maybe I should put them up. So I put some of them up, but I didn't put any of the plaques up. I don't know. I count. There's maybe like 40 of them. I didn't put any of them up. I just put the crystal up and the medals. So
cool.
Some of the medals.
You gotta put all the plaques together and then glue them together and make a tabletop or a coffee table or something.
Yeah.
That's
actually pretty smart.
Yeah.
I like that idea.
Pour some of that epoxy on it and then. All right. Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay. I'll get you on that. Yeah.
People, I guess, don't have that many plaques, so it's never come up.
No.
What do we do with all these plaques? Now we know. Well, what's in your golf bag now?
It's my golf bag.
Yeah, what are you playing with? What clubs
I've been playing with, I have a Titleist driver, Titleist 5-wood, 7-wood, hybrid, Callaway irons, Titleist wedges, lab putter.
Oh, you're one of those.
I switched
lab rat.
to not quite 2 years ago. Yeah, really enjoy the putter.
The full, what is the?
Not the super big one, but the next one, the DF3, which is kind of not as spaceship as the other one. Colwyn Abgrell was a huge guy, was
very
on
much
those,
so,
getting
yeah.
everyone out here. So a bunch of us,
had
bunch of Southwood
Colin
people.
on season 1, episode X
something,
or something.
somewhere
and
in there.
I think that was the first time we saw a lab putter.
Yeah.
And at that time, they weren't even on. No one was using them on the tour at all. But we were.
He was
that.
a big fan then, and he got a bunch of guys. Steve Janicki here uses the whole bunch of guys here use them after he had them, but I got to get new irons, and I have to get a new driver. Like I don't like to change clubs, so my irons are like 8 years old. So
Oh, you have to get them?
well,
You can't just spend that money on lessons?
you have well, there comes a point when you practice a lot where there's not much left on the face.
Right.
Well, how often would you say you practice?
Every day.
Compared to, and would you play every day? Or is
No,
it
I play about 3 times a week usually. Like, depending, tournament weeks are different. Obviously, you have a practice round, then you have a 3 or 4 day tournament. And then I like to take a couple of days off. But yeah, more like 3 days a week, and
What would you be practicing on? Like you're doing like 60% short game and then going on the range?
Yes,
or more,
for sure.
that way?
If you have something specific to work on, like if I had a lesson with Tom, we're working on something, I would work on that for like a short period of time. And then I like to go, like if I'm playing let's say I'm not really specifically working on something, but closer to tournaments, you try not to be changing anything. You're just prepping. You just kind of run through the bag, like maybe make 3 good shots for every club. As long as you have 3 crisp ones, put them away, and then all of the rest of the time's all short game and putting. Around the green, chipping, pitching to different yardages, bunker shots, out of long grass, out of short grass, bump and runs, and then just making sure you have the feel for all the other stuff.
How often do you practice, Mike?
Sorry. It's been tough this year. Yeah, I haven't been out practicing at all. So it's something I need to do. But what a facility to do it at Southwood with the short game practice area.
We always say one of the best, if not the best.
Right.
Or what was the other one? Or someone
The best in the province or
province?
something, but then there was other people
Corey
that
Oakes or
were claiming that as well. But that's okay. Yeah, Southwood's got a great facility here. And you ever get on the tracker or the
Top Tracer.
Top Tracer?
Yeah, I don't use it. I
No.
don't like it.
Okay.
You don't like it? Okay.
Apparently that's changed this year. It's better, but I when they first put in, I tried it a couple times. I'm like, I know my yardages pretty well, so I can manage my way around that way.
Okay, that's good.
Important to know
Yeah,
your yardages.
knowing your yardages.
Right?
Well, were you working on that with? We mentioned Brienne before. Was that what you're working on?
I
Was that
worked
someone?
with Tuckerooski for a bit myself and my wife, and totally changed some things. I had probably my best season after working with her, and then I screw up my leg too, and then I haven't been back to see her. She's very busy. But at Avid, I was doing Know Your Numbers, which I thought was very helpful in that after the lessons, I was hitting, especially my irons, further. So I would go out on the course and I was just bombing it over the green. And now I have a little list that I look at. Now I've memorized it, but it's so important to. Oftentimes you think you're hitting it, you think you're going to hit it 150, but you're really outside. Maybe you're only hitting it 140, and especially knowing that carry number. But
You 100% need to know your carry yardage. Even the pros, have you ever seen one of their yardage books?
Yes.
They're stock, and then there's max, super max. I think
Right.
that's what's in Brooks Koepka's max, super max. So
Do you have one of those?
I know my I
Okay.
had the same. I don't really change too much. If you get new irons, it's a big thing for people who are switching clubs, and especially with the stronger and new technology. But I'll have my. Like if I'm talking to myself before my swing, it'll be like, oh, okay, like a 110, but I'm gonna take this club and I'm just gonna step on it, or I'm gonna ease it. So that's my,
Right.
I have my own little words for step on, stock, step on, and eased. So.
Steeper gave us one of the yardage book putting green maps from the Manitoba Open.
Oh, right.
He shared that with us, but I couldn't make sense of it. I needed a lesson just to look at. Then I gave it to Jordan. Hopefully he's made some use out of it. But
All the time.
yes.
Yeah, it's in the bag somewhere.
Yeah. As long as it's in the bag, then
Right.
then it absorbs into your mind. But
You did mention some self-talk. So do you do that before every shot?
Yes,
Okay.
and sometimes, maybe a lot of times out loud, so people do make fun of me.
Okay,
Don't
that's okay.
answer her, right? Like, am I playing with my like a regular round with friends? Just not. They'll be like, she's not actually asking you a question. They'll go, she just nod. If she looks at you, just nod, because she's really not looking for an answer.
right. What would be an example of something you're asking or conversing
so
with
the guy
yourself?
might say, okay, do you think this is a 9? Do you think this is a 9? A little cut 9, but I'm kind of just talking to myself. I'm not really, trying to.
Right.
It's weird. I got into that habit, and they do it, and now I played with my son this morning. He does the same.
Okay. Did he learn from you? Is this a learned thing?
I think
Were you
it's
taught
just
to do
an
this?
infused.
Yeah, okay.
It just
in his
came.
blood. But that is interesting because I've found sometimes too is some of that self-talk, especially if it's positive,
Yeah.
is a good thing because you really get locked in and
100%.
It,
You want to be
it has helped.
committed.
Right.
You want to be committed to that. And so part of the talking part is we joke about not letting other thoughts come in and being committed to your yardage. A lot of it's about yardage or anything at 110, whatever club you're hitting. This is 110. It's fine. Like just
got it.
stay that way.
And commit to it because
Yeah.
I mean that's always been a thing, and I know even with my game a little bit, it's the mental aspect, and for Mike too, just standing over the ball where it's like okay, like I'm committed to it, just to swing the stick and make something happen.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you worked with a sports psychologist at all, or
I have not.
No?
No. But I read a lot of books. A
Yeah.
lot of golf psychology books. Obviously, the Bob Rotella, Joe Valiante. Those are my big go-to guys that I read and reread them every year, probably.
I know Derek Ingram had a couple out there.
Yeah.
I think we both have it, don't we?
Yeah, I looked at it the other day. I was actually going to read it to my
Just
daughter.
put your hand on it. Maybe
Yeah,
it'll just somehow.
permeate through the pores
Exactly.
and you're ready. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, I think it was golf or psychology for golf, something like that.
I got to get the audiobook maybe.
I find that they all different ones resonate for different people because if you boil it down, for the most part, they talk about the same things, and it's just a different way to say it, and people hear it differently, and then it resonates with them, right?
And I think that goes the same when we've heard this a few times, having done this, being in our 6th season of finding a teaching professional. Sometimes you just vibe with a certain professional, or they talk about the game that you relate to, and it's much easier to get your lessons and work with them as opposed to, say, someone else. So we say, hey, maybe you're not clicking with someone. Hey, maybe you'll click with someone else. But definitely getting lessons is a good thing from a qualified PGA professional.
The one thing I found that's helped me in the recent years is just actually breathing properly. I don't know if this is something that you've read about, but I did, and I was like, okay, I didn't go too in depth to it, but I consciously think about my breathing before hitting a shot, and I felt like that's helped, especially putting. But
There's probably a little bit in some of them. Brienne definitely talked about breathing in hers at some point, where you get, and I think you naturally get into your own, whether it's your pre-shot routine, the breathing will become part of it when you're used to calming yourself. But let's say you hit one sideways and then maybe another one sideways, and now the breathing becomes harder the natural breathing and you have to really think about bringing yourself back to that focus and that commitment and that calm, as opposed to letting your brain go off.
And they can easily slide. Yeah, we've definitely seen that happen. I know, Mike, you got a few there.
Well, and maybe further on this, and something we kind of were discussing right before we recorded, was on-course nutrition.
Yes.
That's something coming into the game or early on we didn't think anything about, because we probably wouldn't eat anything and maybe have a couple of beverages that didn't help our game. But now I'll put a Cliff Bar in the bag or a hot dog at the turn and
A banana.
Yeah. Or was it Bobby
Ewell was
the
Subway sandwich.
Subway sandwich. But I always liked that. But
The hot dog at the turns were 2 strokes bad.
oh,
Is that what it is?
Yeah. Hot dog at the turn, 2 strokes. Yeah.
Yikes.
I gotta resubmit some scores.
I haven't done any nutritional work with anybody, but I have my own little things I've come up with how you can stay hydrated, I think, and fueled. Eating before the game, which people don't talk about that much, but when you eat before the game and how far in advance do you to have some nutrition that's going to hold you, and then have something they're going to be that you like, that you can take with you, that you can carry. It's all that. But when the hot days like this, though, liquid is the big thing, whether you're having Gatorade or something, and try to avoid the too many pops.
Yes. Yeah. Well, even, notice that in water. So many courses have water now, whether it's, they got the stand, I guess, for lack of a better term, or you can do it yourself and get the water and the ice, or just go to the shack and do that yourself. But staying hydrated, I found, especially at this age, it's tough. I played 27 holes today, Mike, and usually we'll play 36 and I was fine. But my goodness, that last 9 was a struggle. The body started shutting down, and I was hydrating. I had maybe 1 drink on the golf course, and that was it.
Yeah. Where'd you play?
I did Breezy and then St. Chuck's. Yeah.
What a tour.
Yes. Well, St. Chuck's was on the way back. So make a little
I
stop
might as well
off.
stop
Maybe
in
a little
here,
9.
and then I'll stop in at the Cinnabon and
we talked about Colwyn, and so I played with his coworker at Golf Tech there, Sean Lancaster.
Okay.
Yeah. So it was fun.
We'll have to get him
I was
on.
playing well, and there was the first time I played with him, and I started out fairly well. He said, "How the hell am I going to beat this guy?" And then I blew up. So it was pretty easy. I did it myself.
You were talking about traveling to BC. I was curious, as an amateur, do you have any? Are you allowed financial sponsors? Or are there anyone helping you out at this? You've been
Everywhere.
competing for so long, and taking you across the continent and on wherever else the world. But
They changed the rules a few years ago that you could take some more sponsorship, but no one's really offered, so I'm always welcome to get. Like I don't have either golf balls or clubs or anything. I pay everything myself, full amount. Like so.
Well, you need some new clubs, maybe an equipment sponsor.
Somebody could even give me a discount on
McLaren.
Them. Would be good.
A McLaren.
Yeah, or Mira. Those Miras are ridiculously expensive, but. It'd be nice. No, the club does at the end of the year give me a little bit of money, but just some entry fees if you win something. I don't know what the rule is, but
right. Yeah, I thought it was
any little wee bit helps. So. I think most of the clubs do a little bit of something for their provincial team members.
Right. I know Golf Manitoba, right? They'll do a stipend or something. If you're
I think we get $500 from them. But, the flight's probably $8 and the car's $8 and the entry fee's $4 and the hotel's another $8.
Yeah,
it adds up pretty good.
Not cheap.
In the U.S., of course, they don't do anything in the U.S. If you do the professional ones, if you somehow make it to a professional event, they will frequently give the U.S. Open anyways. They would give the pros, if you don't make the cut, they all get $2,000 and the amateurs get $2,000 expenses reimbursed.
Ooh.
So you have to submit and then you get expenses reimbursed for that.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, I mean, talking about some of the tournaments, and you've played just about everywhere. I mean, one of them right being the U.S. Senior Women's Open. Like you played in that. How did that come about?
They've had it. I think this is year 6. So I tried to qualify one year. I thought, this will be cool. I went.
This will be neat.
Yeah, I'll try to do it.
Try this.
We went down to Chicago, and my son came with me, and he caddied, and we spent a couple of days there practice rounds, and I was so close to qualifying. I think, one over par on the 16th hole, and I used to I still wear a brace on my knee. Anyways, the brace snapped in 2, and then I fell apart.
Oh, no.
So I didn't make it. And I'm like, now that I know I could, maybe make it. So then we kind of make it a bit of a vacation. We went, the year I qualified, we went to Portland and toured around this great city, Portland, Oregon. There's a beautiful wine, if you like wine, in the Willamette Valley, south of there. We really enjoyed it. And we'll go there. And you get to play a fantastic course. And then I somehow qualified and got to go back, and it was.
Is it a 1-round qualification?
Qualifiers are 1 round. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, is that Rhonda's? Oh, wow!
Yeah,
look
sorry,
at that.
thanks.
That was very nice. Wow.
I brought my phone, but not that.
Thanks, Aurora. It was Aurora, right?
Yeah.
Your name? Yeah. Because you have a name tag.
We'll get another round.
Anyway, so it's you just enter. You have to have a handicap less than a certain amount. I don't know what it is, and then you pick a qualifying site, and you go there, and it's 1 day, and depending on how many people there is,
right,
you can
site?
choose. Okay. Yeah, and then you can't switch, and there's no if you don't make it, you get to try again. Everyone asks that. No, you go there that 1 day, you get a chance, you play. Hopefully, you play good. If you do, great. If you don't, well, that's okay.
What was the number to get in?
77 or 76. I can't remember.
Wow.
My goodness.
Yeah.
So I did a little deep dive on the
Yes, I love it, Mike.
23 U.S. Senior Women's Open. There's so much. No, not so much, but I could have dove into so many different, Manitoba amateurs or Canadian amateurs. But I figure let's pick this one. So, at the time of qualifying, the qualifier was at the Waverly Country Club in Portland, Oregon.
Correct.
Did you know that's where the tournament was going to be hosted as well?
100%.
Did that come into why you picked that to qualify there?
I like to pick somewhere where I think there's going to be a few players, like more than one spot. Like the pressure to play when there's one spot is insane. So that's one thing I like to go. And you don't always know. Like you don't know how many people are going to be there. You kind of guess. And I have friends from British Columbia who've played there before, and I asked them what the course was like, and they said it was spectacular, that you would love it, it'll suit. And like I said, I like to go somewhere where we can enjoy some time around. So
Sure. Have some wine.
Yeah. And so I try to make it so my husband enjoys wine, so we go and we do something that we can be fun. And
wow, that's thoughtful of you. Wow.
And so it was, like I said, we just loved it there, and just happened to turn out lots of great restaurants, lots of great microbreweries there. It's a really great city.
Yeah, it looks cool. I'd like to do the that West Coast drive, Oregon,
the Pacific Coast,
Washington, Oregon, and
Highway.
into California.
Yeah, there's some good stuff there.
JR, fun fact, professional golf role model, Tiger Woods, won his third U.S. Junior Amateur at the Waverly Country Club in 1993. So it's
some historic grounds.
It was quite the place. I believe the clubhouse is a National Historic Site in the U.S.
really?
Yeah, there's
Wow,
a sign
okay.
there, and yeah,
It looked very nice.
yeah, it's along the Willamette River. It's
I read that you played with Laura Davies and Trish Johnson. I'm not well versed in women's
Laura Davies for sure is a name
golf,
that
yeah.
comes off the page for me.
for sure.
Trish Johnson won that tournament.
Yeah.
So she'd won 8 times on or 8 times Solheim Cup member.
Okay, all right.
So we don't know a lot of the Europeans. but-
Yes.
And I didn't really know her before that day we showed up to play the practice round with them.
Right.
And yeah, it was great walking up to the tee and then like Laura Davies is early. It's so crazy. She pulls out her 2-iron and hits one, smokes one down there. And I'm like, I look at Brendan and his knees are shaking just being there. He gives me my driver. I'm like, please God, just let me hit my driver past her 2-iron.
Yeah.
And did you?
I did by like maybe 5 yards.
You still snipped her. That's that's the main thing. But it seems like it's a really good community when it comes to that side of golf.
Yeah.
And it's very close. So I'm sure you've met some maybe even lifelong friends having picked up the game.
Yeah, there's lots of people that I know now, like from BC and Ontario and stuff. If I go in there in Florida, we'll get a game together, and yeah, all over for sure. It's amazing.
Well, of all the championships and things that you've done, is there one that maybe sticks out to you the most? Maybe it's the first one.
Yeah, well, besides obviously the U.S. Open would be
Yes.
the creme de la creme, and having my son caddy for me there was spectacular. And I mean, they treat you like gold. I think of all the things I won in Manitoba. The first senior I won, my son caddied for me, and it was just really special to have him there with me. And he has caddied for me before, but I don't think on like the full 3-round day and stuff. So, they all have their own little memories and things that are cool about them. But yeah.
You'll take that one. That's a plaque maybe you'll keep.
Yeah, I think I kept it. Like I ripped the part on top of the plaque off most of them. And I think I kept 3, so one of each different kind of things. And my first one, yeah.
Is there anything different that you do competing on the national level? Because typically, if you win on the provincial level, you get to go to a national championship. I'm sure the competition obviously is a little bit elevated, but do you see the difference between people who we don't get to play year round, at least in green grass golf, and some other folks do? But I guess you might be able to travel a little bit more than other folks and play more green grass golf than the average person. But the competition must be crazy different, at least from my perspective.
Yeah, it definitely is. The first time you go, it's an eye opener for sure, right? Like you're in Manitoba, which is a smaller golf community, and you feel like, okay, so maybe you're the best at your club. And everyone goes through this, I think. And then you go to play in the provincials, let's say, at the beginning. And now you're playing at all the best in the club. And you're like, oh, okay, this is different. Well, now you take that to a different level, and you're like, okay, well, now I'm, maybe in the top some X number in the province. You go to Canada, and now everybody's the top X number in their province, and it's a big country. And you're like, okay, wait, everybody here hits the ball well, and everyone here can putt, and everyone here has a good short game. And so now, what do you do to prepare? So I think it takes a couple of trips there to just get yourself in that mindset that it's okay, it's just golf, and you got to remember to do what you're good at.
Self-talk.
Self-talk, yeah.
You were down in Nashville. Was that for a specific tournament, or was
it was for an AGA Amateur Golf Alliance puts on a women's tournament every year. So that I think they put on a couple, but that was the Mid-Am. And unfortunately, I got ill and I had to withdraw right before that.
Oh no!
Yeah, so it was really hot there, and I played the practice round, and then got ill after and withdrew just before the first round. Just knew I couldn't go, so.
Yeah, I was thinking of maybe it was because I know Addison Cartouche, who's been on the the podcast. She won recently a big tournament.
Yeah,
I think she
I saw.
got an exemption on to the feeder tour to the LPGA,
Epson
which
tour,
is pretty incredible.
exciting. Super
So
exciting
shout out to
for her.
Addison. Yeah,
Absolutely. She's just like an amazing athlete.
she is. I saw her. When was it? It must have been maybe 2 weeks ago, or either before or after that tournament. And, just kind of shooting the shit. And then next thing you know, she's out there winning this big ass tournament. I'm like, what the hell? I was just talking to you, and now you're on a feeder tour to the LPGA. At least you get exemption to these tournaments.
You must have given her a tip or something.
Well, it's the podcast bump. We always say everyone who comes on the show, they usually get, a few months of the podcast bump.
Oh,
so
good.
you're gonna be
That's what
playing
I'm
really
looking
well.
for. Yeah, I'm looking for that. I need it. Till the middle of August, then that would be perfect.
Yeah. What's your season looking at for this year? What are your big tournaments that you're hitting? And
I'll play. So the BC Senior's a pretty big one. There's a lot of really good senior women golfers out there. I like to do it. I have a lot of friends. Again, it's social golf
Right,
together.
Would you say it's more social than maybe the men's side of things? Not to compare the.
I don't really
the
know
ladies
how
and
the
men's? Okay.
men's. I don't really know how they are. But for me, it is like I try to enjoy life, and that's part of it. I get to see my friends,
Right.
not even friends that are golf, but other friends just live in BC, the Lower Mainland. I'll stay with them, and then I'll go play my tournament. And I'll come back and
wonderful.
visit some other friends. And
Wine.
so I've got all a whole bunch of social activities lined up for my time there. I squeezed my golf tournament in. And I don't do very much until I'll do the Open qualifier in Boston. And then
So you're doing the U.S. Open.
Senior Women's Open
again.
qualifier
Okay.
in Boston in the middle of July. Then
cool.
back to Manitoba.
What course is that?
Boston Golf Club. Yeah, it looks really nice.
Interesting. Yeah.
That's part of it as well. Like,
Yeah.
if you're gonna go and do something, you go somewhere where there's a spectacular course.
Yeah.
You pay like $200. You get 2 rounds on it. You're not
that's
going to get
awesome.
access to it otherwise.
For sure.
And senior back here the end of July. Then U.S. Senior Amateur qualifiers the middle of August in Oregon at the Portland Country Club, which is also, I've heard, really nice. And then hopefully if I qualify for something, I'll be busy playing in those tournaments. And then the Canadian Senior Women's is mid-September at Rocky Mountain House, which doesn't sound as exciting as Portland or Boston.
Right. Yeah. That's an interesting location for it to be.
Where's
Okay.
the Rocky Mountain House?
I don't know.
I'm guessing
That's
in the
an
Rocky
interesting-
Mountains.
So it is straight west of Red Deer in the foothills. So hopefully it doesn't snow.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
It can be quite cold in September there.
Yeah, I got when I was out in Calgary, it was the second week of September, and we got snow.
Yeah. And so if they
Pretty
got
wild.
snow, Rocky Mountain House would have a lot more.
Yeah, jeez.
Do you have an ideal playing temperature or climate?
Playing temperature, I like it warm.
Yeah.
So yeah, like 28 would be perfect.
That's insane.
28. Okay, you, Mike.
Yeah.
I think we've discussed this before.
Yeah,
Here.
we used to be like I think 12 degrees, 15 degrees Celsius is ideal, and
Oh, really? Oh, you were good last week.
yeah, a little bit of mist out there just to cool me down. The vessel runs hot. my body, I don't do well in the heat. I think I gotta like do swing. They have like hot yoga. They gotta start cranking up the heat in these simulator places, and maybe we can
prepare.
train in the a high humidity. I'll write
High
that
heat.
down. Maybe fourth line can crank the heat one day. And I'll train, but no, I like it cooler.
Yeah, I don't like it colder.
No, yeah.
I mean,
it's tough.
it's not like I play bad or anything, but at 12 to 15 would be cold. Even if it's 20, it's pretty pleasant. Like I'll be wearing. I run cold. Like I'm the opposite of you. Like if it's 20 here, I'll have full Under Armour on.
Oh, okay.
Everybody
yeah,
else
face
is in
layer.
short sleeves, and I'm in full Under Armour.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right. Jeez. Okay. So maybe you do run cold. Well, but would you cancel a tee time? Is there any kind of
No.
temperature? No, you.
Oh,
you
would
gonna
I
go out there and
cancel
play?
tea time?
I mean, I
The
understand if it's maybe
wet
snowing.
and cold.
Okay.
So if you're at Southwood, you know how windy it is here.
Yes.
So let's say it's like 4 degrees with drizzly and a 50K wind. I think that not happening.
Well, even early May there, we had some unpleasant weather.
Yes. Most
and-
of May.
Yeah, where it was even snowing in some cases in those early rounds. I saw some people out there, but yeah, that's too cold.
The course wasn't busy then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
You get out there at any
Anyway,
time.
Get on.
yeah. Yeah, it was good.
Do you do any off-season training? Do you hit the screen golf, the virtuals?
I do not like screen golf. It is crazy. I can't even hit. Like, if you took a score from my screen golf, I would probably be, I'm guessing, a 30 handicap.
Okay. Oh, wow.
So
We can play for
it's
some
just
money on the screen
yes,
golf.
you can take money off me on screen golf for sure. I hit at the Dome usually.
Oh, yeah.
We like to spend January in Florida. Other than that, not too much. And I take the fall, depending on how long my season. Like if I have qualified and I'm playing late somewhere, I like to take some time off in the fall. So I'll take like 6 weeks and not touch a club or something like that. Yeah, then hit a little bit.
Yeah, that's good. Well, I think we had some text back and forth about the differences between green grass golf and screen golf, and it seemed to me, I've noticed some people that spin the ball maybe a bit more. Screen golf is less kind to them as opposed to heading outdoors. So a cut will be more of a slice, and a draw will be more of a hook. That's what I've found personally, though. But I think for you, it may be. It was right because I thought you spin the ball quite a bit.
Well, I was indoors, right?
Right, yeah.
You were looking at my numbers. You're
Yeah.
like, that's insane. Nobody's ever hit that RPM. Or I'm not sure.
Doesn't even know what you're talking about. RPM.
I don't look at the. I just try to.
Yeah,
hit
know
it.
your numbers, Mike.
Yeah. Don't worry about those ones.
One data point at a time. But I mean, I've only played twice this year. But I think it transitioned well this year. But yeah, for some people it just doesn't. It's a different game. It is a different
Here is
game.
small too. Like at Southwood, the space is small, and I feel like very.
Whatever.
I don't know. I'm not going to hit, but I just don't like it. I hit it Avid a couple times.
I have hit the
Avid
HVAC.
is nice. Avid
Yes.
is a nice space, but it still wouldn't be my thing.
Fourth line is very wide.
Yes, yeah, wide. Two bays. They probably could have fit 3 in there, but they decided to only do 2 and
2 bays.
just
Yeah.
make them wider, which is nice. It's very welcoming.
Yeah,
And they got a racehorse now.
Yeah.
Lenny and Todd from Fourth Line, who've also been on the podcast, they got a racehorse. They're just the wacky guys. Like, let's virtual golf. Hey, we got a bar. Let's do virtual golf. We
Yeah.
got virtual golf. Let's get a racehorse.
Racehorses are just money pits.
Right.
Well, we'll see.
Hopefully, well, maybe they got the jam
Quickly,
in there.
a funny story of our Goat Fest tournament last weekend, and Timmy G from Fourth Line was
Right.
playing behind me, and at times there may have been a few groups stacked up, and I was teeing off, and anytime I would hit a really good shot, I'd turn around and endorse Fourth Line. Get down to Fourth Line. You guys can hit the ball like me. Didn't work so well when I sliced it, but that was funny. But I wanted to know if you watch much professional golf?
I do.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't watch it all the time. I love the majors. Obviously, I watch the women's majors when they're on too. They don't get as much coverage.
Right. Yeah, they don't.
But yeah, I love to put a few dollars on the majors.
Okay,
like a little
gambling.
bit
All right,
of
okay.
gambling on the
Wow.
gambling on the.
We got to get you on
Picking
our. We do a
Say.
gambling
I
guide,
saw that. I
Yeah,
saw
we got the
that.
gambling
Yeah.
guides.
which
Yeah.
hasn't. I don't think we've
haven't
done
been
so
doing
well.
very
But I
well.
mean, there's been some obscure winners, I suppose.
Yeah, I
but-
did all right last week. I had a parlay for some top 40 guys, and I hit it. So I made 4 times my money. I was happy with that.
Top 40. Yeah, that's.
Yeah, I did,
We'll have to. What's the
Do you
next?
dive
US
into
Open,
all their
Father's Day.
stats, like all their GIR stats and like strokes gained versus the course? and stuff?
Yeah, sometimes on the course if you're looking at specific things, but for me it varies per season. So when it's major season, the top guys I think are going to be the top guys, but there might be someone who maybe hasn't been playing. Like JT's been having some good numbers that have been thrown. So I've been on JT a little bit more.
Yeah.
So remember the first year that we were doing, second year, I wasn't on Justin Thomas, and then he ended up winning the PGA or something like that, coming
Right.
from 7 back. Anyways. There was that, but in the off season when not a lot of the stronger guys are out there, I just go on who's been playing the best week to week.
Oh, hot.
Yeah,
Go with the hot hands.
whoever's hot, just kind of ride him and see what happens. But there's still some people who don't get a lot of love, as opposed to say a Brooks Koepka, just because of his name.
Yeah.
His odds, people are gonna be putting a little bit more money on him, so his odds are maybe not so.
JT
good to
was
be
a
betting
good
on
bet
him.
at the PGA. I had him top 5 and top 10.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. See, wow, I like this. Yeah, it's a
We
gambling
will,
guy now for the U.S. Open.
We will
before
have
Father's
to
Day.
Yeah.
text Rhonda before the U.S.
Yeah,
Open.
get your picks.
And get a Rhonda's pick, and we can mention it. Yeah, that looks fun. U.S. Open at Shinnecock. I did some research on you today, some Golf Manitoba interviews, and And but then in the fried egg course review of Shinnecock came up, and I was like, oh wow, this place is just unbelievable. But I digress. But you got a favorite professional golfer, female and or male?
Well, it's hard not to be Canadian and not root for Brooke Henderson.
Certainly.
So
Absolutely,
I really try to follow them, and obviously I follow Aaron Cockrell faithfully,
Right. Yes.
making sure I know what he's doing. He's just such a great representative, and I don't know if I've actually ever met him, but I feel like he's a great guy. Everything I've heard.
Yeah.
So
I used to always bet on him just for good karma
yeah,
on the DP World Tour.
I used to love Tiger. Like I just love how focused he is and
Right.
so intense.
He's a robot. He's a
Yeah,
golf
and
robot
there's
almost.
so many other guys out there. They all have the personalities, and the people who get the press. Like you don't get to know the other players, which
Right.
is one of the things in the women's golf they're trying to do. Michael Wan with USGA is trying to get more. They put a lot of money into trying to spend money for people to host and do things with the professional females because they feel if the public gets to know some of the personalities of the female golfers, then they will become, like we know Rory, we know everything about him, right? Love Rory too, and so it's either love or hate. It's still people will still watch,
Yes.
and so half the women on the tour, like you don't even know who they are.
Yep.
Like you don't hear their names. Like, we know Nelly Corda, we know Brooke Henderson.
But even watching it, and you mentioned they don't get a lot of coverage for the ladies tour.
Even the majors, right?
But even saying that, to watch it, it's pretty exciting. It's usually pretty close.
Yeah.
And we've heard it time and time again, even those people who have played with women on the LPGA, of just how nasty they are.
Yeah.
Like it's wild. Like you will never see someone hit, they're not going to hit it as far as, the men on tour. So whatever, but 3-woods, long irons, everything. Yeah. Just dead straight and money all the time. They're putting it within 5 feet usually. And
It's crazy how their
insane.
long games are. Like they, when Kisner, Kevin Kisner,
Yes,
he's a funny guy. He was talking about how amazed he was at how the women could hit it. Like when they played in some kind of mixed event, he's like,
Yes,
"Whoa,
yeah.
my goodness! Like this is
Well, now
something."
they have the Grant Thornton, I think, which
think
is
that
now
was
the
it. Yeah.
PGA Tour and the LPGA Tour. They come together and play team event.
Yeah.
It was Corey Connors and Brooke Henderson. They were a team, or
Right.
have been a team the past couple of years.
Yeah.
That's cool. I think they should do
eye-opening.
more of that.
Yes.
Well, they got the TGL. They're going to have a women's
Right,
TGL.
yes, right,
So
yeah.
that might be interesting because now you're going to get a little bit younger audience. The demographics, I believe, are younger for watching that and shorter, kind of video game-ish. And the women can maybe get a little more personality shows on those.
Right,
You might drive some more interest in their game because for most average men should watch their women play because they're going to hit the ball more distance like them. Watch how perfectly they hit it in the middle of the club face. It's
That's a good
just
point, yeah.
phenomenal. And not watch the guys who are hitting at 350 yards and just they don't care where it goes because they can muscle it out from anywhere.
Yeah, and even the flexibility, because having played with, quite a bit of women over the past few years, it's like, man, I wish I could extend and rotate like the way you do. Like I just don't have the ability to do that. But it brought into the foresight for me of keep the ball in play.
Yeah.
Right, where you don't. It's not the hey, let's just see how hard we can hit it. Keep the ball in play. It's magical things can happen.
Yeah, depending on what kind of handicap you are. For a lot of people, they'd get better just hitting whatever their favorite club is off. Like if I'm playing with people, I say, well, what should I hit? I go, what's your favorite club?
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what the yardage is here. Like we're trying to get it forward and we're trying to get it somewhere near the green. Then you can chip it on the green and 2-putt and make a 5 or 6 or whatever the number is, maybe a 4. Then they're happier.
Right. What is your favorite club?
What is my favorite club?
Is it a putter?
No, I wish it was my putter, but it's probably my 60-degree wedge.
Okay, interesting. What's your favorite club, Mike? I don't know if we've ever asked this question before.
I like the 7. I'm comfortable with my 7.
7, yeah.
But I hit it well. So I think that's my favorite right now.
Okay. See, I like the driver.
Yeah.
I do, but I've been fighting it a little bit. But I got a new.
Psychopath.
I am a psychopath, but I got a new one in the bag, and it's been okay. I always used to gauge of how many balls I would lose off the tee, and it's been 1 or 2 per round, and maybe even 3 per round, and then now it's been reduced.
You hit it well.
Keeping it, yes.
So if you're faced with a tight par 4 that's like 300 yards with some stuff in front, you pull out the driver and try to go for it, and you're going to hit your 7-iron and be on in 2 guaranteed. Right, you love
Mike's
your
taking the
7-iron,
driver.
hit it first.
I like that better. Yeah, I like that. I would hit my 5 hybrid in that case. If I was thinking about it, like if it was a shorter par 4, I'd be like, hey, maybe hit my 5 hybrid. And
I am getting wiser, or especially in a situation where I'm in like a deep rough situation, where maybe I'd be okay. I'm gonna try and go for the green here. I'll pull up my hybrid or my 3-wood. It's like, no, Mike, just hit your 7-iron, get it up there. Sometimes I hit my 7-iron. What do we say? It's either 150 or 200 yards, right? But so I'm learning. But off the tee, it's tough. I have the 4-iron in my bag that I pull out once in a while, and so that's my safety club off the tee. But
well, it kind of leads into course management, and maybe like, if you're going out to one of these competitive rounds, are you looking like hole per hole? Okay, where would I like to hit it based on the pin position? What place would I like to be? I've heard playing from the green back is something that a lot of professionals will do.
You look back. So I'm an engine. Like I worked as an engineer.
Yes,
that was my career. So I'm very analytical. That sort of comes with the territory. So I'll go, like for next week, I took a quick look at the holes to see how many water hazards were there, because with my new kind of hopefully short-term swing here where I can't, can I roll it up? Can I roll it in front without getting into a lot of trouble if I want to play a lot more bump and runs that I would normally never play? But I will go through the yardages. Once I get the yardage, I'll have a course mapped out in my mind for every hole. I know how far I hit my driver. Approximately, I'll write down like how many drivers I'm going to hit in the day, how many 3-woods, how many whatever I'm going to hit. So I might know, there's a lot of 7-irons, there's a lot of, and then when I practice, I'll be practicing more of those clubs. I'll in fact match the yardages to every hole at Southwood that we're going to play. So I will play some crazy mixed up. Before every tournament, I will play a crazy mixed-up set of yardages on Southwood, and every hole I play here will match to a hole at the tournament I'm going to.
Interesting. That's kind of cool. Yeah, smart.
So, and then greens is just, you don't know what they're going to be till you get there. So a lot of your work so you should have a visual. Well, I should say that's how I play, anyways. I have a visual of when I stand up on the first tee there. I already have in my mind how it's going to look, so I don't need any surprises. I'm just focused on how am I getting it around the green and on the greens.
Do you use any apps for that, or are you hand bombing all this stuff?
No, I got to use. Right now I have Strackline, which I look at for to get an idea what the greens are before I go. Just for
that's
visual.
a book or an app?
I bought the app so I can have all for $100 for the year. You get every course.
Oh wow!
But yeah, so then I make my own notes. So that I know some courses, like with USGA, you can't do that. You can't actually look at an app and make notes with it. You have to actually do it visually. But you can memorize as much as you want. So for Golf Canada, that's not a restriction. So I use, there's a couple of free ones that I'll take a look just to look at where the hazards are and stuff. And just, they have a lot that have flyovers. Once I get the yardage set from the tournament, which is usually a week to 2 before, from this day I know to the day I'm gone, I'll only play those exact yardages here.
Well, I know, Mike, you do Google Earth, right? Mike's been Google Earthing?
Yeah.
Right? Don't you do Google
I have
Earth?
done. I have. Now there are good apps out there that show you, great satellite imaging.
Okay.
And
Well,
stuff,
and you can drag and put, here's where I drive it. Like you can put, here's where I drive it. I'm like going to hit a driver out there, 220 up this corner, and then it'll tell you how much you have in, right? Like, so you can move your finger around. If I go here or there.
Yeah. Even the Golf Canada app isn't.
Yeah, it's
you can. Yeah, that's that one.
Better.
Yeah, much better. After Mike's repeated calls.
Yeah. The other thing you got to
support.
do is know the direction. Have a map of the course on a little sheet so that you know the direction of where north is on all the holes. So that as the wind changes in the morning, you can make a note about the wind, which way it's going to be. Especially with the tree here at Southwood, you always know where the wind is. No surprises.
You can feel it.
But places where it swirls or where there's a lot of trees and you can't see, or you might not feel on the tee box, and you want to know which way the wind is coming from. So
yeah. Geez, yeah. Like, and that's, again, this is great because as much as I would love to put that into each and every round, it's difficult. But now knowing, okay, well, this is kind of what it takes to prepare, right? There's a lot of preparation that goes into it. Because for me, I know there's a bit of preparation, but for me, it's like, oh yeah, just wake up and go out there and bomb it around, and maybe that's how the pros play. But
if I was playing a casual round, that would be the way. Yeah. The pros have their caddies do all that stuff that I do.
Right.
But I think the more confident, you talk about being committed and confident. To me, that gives me more confidence and committed on before I show up, right?
Yeah. Yeah, you know your game, you know where the ball is going to go, you know where things are. Yeah, no surprises.
Where I want it to go? Well, it's much more easy to be committed if you know. If you're standing on a tee and you're like, I don't know what's around the corner, I don't know what's here, then it's really hard to swing.
Just take driver.
Yeah, just take driver, yeah.
That's easy.
I actually love my driver too. That would be the second one. I just stand up there and rip it, yeah.
Well, I mean, having won female Golf Manitoba Female Golfer of the Year, I mean, more than a handful of times.
Yeah.
Now ended up getting inducted into the Manitoba Golf Hall of Fame. Like, how did that get? Did someone submit your name for that? Like, how does that work?
I think so. Well, I shouldn't say think so because I'm like, I don't.
Did you know you were even nominated?
No, you don't know. I think when Jeff Scott was a manager here, he submitted. I think Tom and I at the same time, and then we both got inducted. And then there's this whole process, I guess, where they do their vetting, and the committee decides that your qualifications are sufficient, and it's pretty cool. Like unfortunately, I remember the call I got saying I could close my eyes because it was like 5 days after my dad died.
Oh my goodness! And
they had Tom Kinsman call and tell me. So
jeez,
it was really emotional. You could tell.
Yeah, it's getting emotional.
But it was it was cool.
Well, and especially someone who started golf a little bit later in life to think, oh, I'm a Hall of Famer at a sport.
Yeah, exactly.
That's pretty impressive.
Crazy.
Yeah. You got some other ones there, Mike?
No, I was curious. I always say no and then I go. But on the Senior Women's Open, did the USGA set up the course like extremely hard? We're used to seeing them at the US Open, make the conditions so challenging. Yes. Did they do that with you? And then would you be playing from a longer distance because you're playing with pros as well?
Yeah, we were at 6,100, a little over 61. It's funny you say that about how hard it was. So there's a dinner on a Tuesday night, and Michael Wong gets up and says, like, people are complaining about how hard the course is. Well, it's supposed to be hard. It's a U.S. Open. And the next day, I'd played with Laura Davies that morning. The next day, I ran into Laura in the parking lot, and we were chatting about it, and she was complaining. She goes, all these, I think she used the word mugs, right? Like, that's an English term, the mugs. She goes, they don't realize that the men who are playing senior men, they don't lose their muscle mass as fast as women do. And so they were, her argument and then some of the other ones was like, you guys have to start to understand how women age versus how men age. And the course, she felt the course was too long. It's interesting. They played, I watched on the weekend. I didn't make the cut, obviously. They played the course shorter on the weekend by a fair bit. So make the cut. And then I think they try to get more birdies and a little more excitement in there and shortened up a few of the holes.
And also even like the swings are a little bit different. Like you have a different anatomy, obviously.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, though, you got the flexibility and motion. At least most do then a little bit more than men. Or that's an interesting point where people age differently, especially the sexes, they age differently.
Yeah, it's just it's just the way it is. I mean, that would be nice, but the other thing is the men they have the whole PGA Champions Tour, so they stay competitive and they have so many more. And this. So once the women, now the average age, I don't know what the tour, but once you get to be like 40, there's not that many people playing. And there's a handful of LPGA legends, they call them, events. They maybe get to play 2 or 3, so there's nowhere for them to compete. And so that was anyways, that was a whole conversation.
That's good. At least the conversation is happening.
Does the Prairie Scratch Tour have a
Yes.
women's legends?
I don't know if it's a women's legends, but I know they're going to do a women's division.
Okay.
I know that for the Prairie Scratch
I think
Tour. They got a bug going.
somebody had asked me about it. So I'm already so busy in the summer. Right?
Too worried about your travel plans.
Yeah, my travel plan and my spreadsheets with all of my which hotel am I at and which car rental company and which airline.
That's the engineer in you.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's get into the back nine lightning round then. And he's not an engineer, but he can help engineer your finances, and that is Bryce Matlashewski, who is an investment advisor with Endeavor Wealth Management, part of IA Private Wealth, and a member of the Canadian Investor Protection Fund. Contact Bryce at 204-515-3446. You can also check him out on Linktree. Let's go to our Facebook, Instagram, any of our social medias. Click on our bio, and he will be the first link in our Linktree.
Mm-hmm. And follow us. Follow us on Instagram.
Yeah, we're getting a lot of followers. You've been around long enough. I think we
right.
got a little heavier weight in our social media platforms now, where people are just finding us.
Well,
Out of the
social
blue.
media is tough.
Yeah, still looking for an intern.
That's
And the
right.
caddies now. Apparently, we need caddies to figure out how we're going to play
We need
play golf.
a content manager.
Yeah.
Rhonda, do you got a nickname?
Not really.
No.
Oh, okay.
I came up with Orr.
Yeah, roars.
Roars? Do you ever get that? Rory?
Not really. No, it's interesting. I've never got that one. It seemed obvious because I sometimes use it, and when I have to make up some kind of
Sure.
username or something, just
Don't give away your password information.
yeah.
Yeah. The initials RO. I only came up with reverse osmosis. Which is, that'd be a good name.
That's all right. That's I like that.
Kind of long.
Some of the
Yeah, that's
Thursday
long.
ladies here, they call me RFO. You can figure it out.
Oh, all right.
KFC.
KFC. Yeah.
Have you ever got a hole in one?
No.
Okay.
No, it's shut out. I get a lot of grief about that, actually.
Yeah. Interesting.
An albatross? Or
I've holed out lots from that, from the fairway, but not ever teed up and made a hole in one. Well, okay, I was playing a practice round at St. Charles for the, I was there 2 years ago, was it? And I hit a tee shot. We were playing 180 yards on number 8 north, I think it is. And I'm like, I don't know where that one went. I'll hit another one. Well, the first one was in the hole, but there was no one else there.
Oh.
And it was a practice round. I was goofing around. But it actually went, and I stood there and I looked all around for it, and they come back, and I'm like, you've got to be kidding me. This is the day the ball goes in the hole.
Right. Jeez.
Yeah, it doesn't count.
But someday I'll go, I've hit the pin. Like all the...
Right. Well, I think it was you, maybe that from Bobby's episode from way back when, maybe first or second season, where brought up with, well, you didn't have hole-in-ones, but like, look at my trophies sort of thing. Right? You don't have a hole-in-one, but hey, check out the trophy basement.
Yeah, I said, and they say, I got 2 holes. I don't collect holes in one. I collect trophies.
That's what it was, yeah. RFO, there it is.
What's your preferred golf ball brand that you're playing?
Golf ball brand, mostly Titleist Pro V1s. I've played them for years, but I always dabble. So right now I have a Wilson Staff, their tour model.
Wow, okay,
Yeah, it's
okay.
it's very, very similar.
Okay.
Just like spins a little more. It was good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Off the board, that one.
But I'll be coming back because, as soon as I get to a tournament and I get under stress, I have to see Titleist right there.
Right. I'll have to check out the Wilsons.
Yeah, the Wilson.
Oh,
Staff
yeah, they
Tour
are
is now.
fantastic. Like,
More
honestly.
affordable, maybe?
Not really, no.
Yeah,
You might save $10 a box or something.
That's okay.
but-
That's enough.
Which golf course in Manitoba would be your personal favorite?
My favorite, Southwood. Yeah. Is
Is there a close second?
there a close second? I know there's so many really nice golf courses. I would say hardest. I find Elmhurst tough. It's a good track. A lot of people said that on your podcast.
Yes,
I know
yeah.
that's a really good test of golf. You got to hit all kinds of shots and stuff.
Do you have a Manitoba course on your bucket list? Or somewhere you haven't been out to? I'm sure you've been around the province,
I
but
haven't because I started later. I didn't play as much, so I haven't played Clear Lake and I haven't played Hecla.
Oh, wow.
The
Okay.
only time I played Falcon is because there's an AM there.
yeah,
So I've got a couple around for sure.
two nice ones out there, and
Yeah, I've heard of some other ones, but
Well, Clear Lake will remind you of the Pacific Northwest. That's what I always say. It's the Pacific Northwest.
But I should go there to practice for Portland.
That's right. Yeah, you'll find some interesting elevation changes.
I read you were from what is it? Clearwater.
Clearwater, yeah. No golf course, no.
No, I get. Well, then I looked and I said, well, there's Pleasant Valley, kind of low, close, and
Pilot Mound. When I first played, my dad took up golf when he was in his 60s. So once we started playing a bit, he would come out and play a bit. And he thought it was the stupidest game ever. He was so hilarious because he played ball. He's in the Manitoba Baseball Hall of Fame. He played ball, coached for all. And then, of course, he got addicted because he loves competition and he loves to chirp. So this was his. So we would go and play Pilot Mound. Has a little 9-hole course. So yeah, we played there a bit. But later we didn't play there's kids at all. It was too big. We were always at the Ball Diamond. So.
What would be the most memorable course that you've ever had the chance to play?
Memorable course? Oh, I've got to play. I'm so lucky.
You can give us a top 3 if you want.
I played, so like some of the ones I've played, or like I've played Pinehurst in a tournament. I've just played so many. But I think it's a lot about the people who you're with that make it memorable. So
certainly.
I would say I went... when my son came to caddy with me in Chicago, we played Medina number 3 together. And,
President's Cup? They're going to be at
Medina so he, and it's hosted 2 Ryder Cups, I think. So we went there. I said, do you want to play? Come down. We can go play Medina. He's like, yeah. So I remember he birdied the first hole, and I'll never forget it. It was so nice to be there with him. So that memorable for that way. Wolf Creek is one in Nevada. I don't know if you've ever heard of it or seen it. It's spectacular. I went there with a group of three friends, and we played in southern Utah. And we played that one, and so it was special because you get to share it. Like I think they're more special when you're sharing it with someone, right? You can talk about them and reminisce. So those are 2, and then of course all the ones where I got to play so many like exclusive country clubs in the U.S. and the Opens and the U.S. Ams they're all really nice.
You have a dream course you want to play that's on the top of your bucket list?
I mean, Augusta's got to be most people's. Augusta, if I could play around at Augusta with Condoleezza Rice, that would be and Annika's now a member there.
That's so that would be
that would be the grouping that I would have. Around the world, there's so many. I haven't been in places you can actually pay to go to. Somewhere like Bandon Dunes, like that place looks spectacular. In Canada, I haven't played the Cabot courses, and Cabot St. Lucia. Have you seen the pictures of that place? That's got to be on my list because it's going to be warm. Right, like Scotland and there's like Royal Port Royal would be amazing, but it could be cold. But the Cabot in Point of St. Lucia was going to be. It's going to be warm.
Yeah, it could be hurricane, but it's going to be warm.
Yeah.
What would be your career low round, and where was it?
67. I shot 67 last fall here. I shot 67 in Pilot Mound.
Wow.
A couple times here.
Nice. That's pretty
That's
good.
low. That's low.
My wild card. Any relation to Bobby Orr?
Not that I know. No. I used to joke when people were young. When I was young, I'd joke and say, "Yeah, he's my uncle." But
Uncle Bobby.
Well, he's got bad knees, just like you.
Yeah, bad knees like me. We got hockey players. I was a really good hockey player.
Yeah. That was my A, and my B question to that would be: I read that and even through this discussion, your dedication to practice and preparation is so extreme. Like where does that come from? Where does your competitive fire come from?
The competitive fire, I think, comes from my dad. My mom is also competitive. She didn't play, but she was competitive, right? And but my dad is baseball and hockey and curling and like whatever tiddlywinks. Like we didn't get to win.
Right.
So
smart.
Yeah. It doesn't matter. And the preparation, I think it's just a little bit of just who I am, and I'm very meticulous in certain things and making sure that everything's right. It has to be right. And my engineering background of learning to understand all the parts and the stuff is important to me, and it gives me confidence.
That makes sense. Yeah. Engineering golf.
Okay.
golf engineering.
Yeah,
reverse
too much
engineering.
thinking. Too much
Yeah,
thinking
right,
actually
okay,
can
right,
be
right.
bad for you sometimes. So.
Are you still eligible for NCAA competition?
I used to be. This guy was up one time, and I might have been playing with Bobby when somebody was recruiting her before she was of age there. And this guy was walking, and we were chatting, and I'm like, because like they're 30 years younger than me, more than that, 40 almost, and I said, "Can I play? Are you looking for an old person?"
Yeah.
And he said, "Oh yeah, we could do something, but I think they put some kind of age. I'm too old now. I think."
Oh, okay.
There is-
All right.
Yeah, I
There-
think
there
so.
is
but
maybe probably
I think
an age
they
limit.
switched something. Yeah, because I thought, I could go do a master's of engineering and play golf on the side. Be fun.
Jeez, yeah, that'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, not for you though.
yeah. Wow. All right. Yeah.
Our flagship question of the back nine lightning round: what is your favorite condiment?
Condiment.
Yeah.
Condiment, like on any kind of sandwich.
Yeah,
So my
yeah.
favorite would
Even
be
not
like
even a sandwich, even just a side or something you're
something,
using
yeah.
in salads or
my
cooking or
favorite
whatever.
Oh, if I was cooking, then there's all kinds of stuff. But
Yeah.
if I was having a sandwich, so I think of a condiment as
Yeah,
a sandwich. I love to have if I have like a shaved prime rib with a horseradish aioli.
Oh
Very
yeah.
nice.
Okay.
Love
Yeah.
horseradish.
Yeah.
Yes.
You like a spicy horseradish?
No,
or-
kind of medium, but like the aioli, like the horseradish aioli, I'll
Right,
cut it a little
makes it
bit.
a little-
Yeah.
tamer.
Would you make your own, or is this store bought?
But the aioli, well, horseradish, and then I make my own would be mixed together. But
Okay. Yum, now I'm hungry.
So
Yeah.
I like to
Get
cook.
some prime rib.
I do like to cook, so yeah, I'm a
that's
little
Should have made this a cooking episode.
That's why when you said condiments, I'm like, oh, I make lots of my own vinaigrettes at home,
Oh, wow.
and salads and everything are all like.
Yes. Wow.
So yeah,
Jeez. Okay.
We'll have to
Yeah.
do a
Have to follow up
episode
episode.
2 cooking show.
yeah,
That'll
that
be
to
our
be cookies and bake. I'm famous for some cookies. So
Wow. Okay. Jeez. Well, we didn't get any of that.
no,
It's fair. We deserve that.
golf
We deserve
season.
the best. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. We appreciate that. Yeah. Well, we'll come around in the winter. We'll do the follow-up episode. But that was the back nine lightning round for Bryce Malashewski, who is an investment advisor with Endeavor Wealth Management, part of IA Private Wealth, and a member of the Canadian Investor Protection Fund. You can contact Bryce at 204-515-3446. You can also fax him. He's got his email details in our link tree again.
Give 'em a fax.
Yeah, just hit up our social medias and click on our bio. And that first link will take you to our link tree. Well, Rhonda, this was awesome. Thank you so much. I think
Thank you.
might be one of the episodes I learned the most about.
Absolutely. Yeah, no, it was really good. And we've had you on our list to interview for
Yeah, go
6
back, check an
years.
email. 6 years. Yeah, all 6 years now. We'll count them up so we can cross this one off the list. But we appreciate it again. And thanks for listening. Thanks for
you.
coming down here. Let's go play some golf.
so long.
Bye.
And you can count on me waiting for you in the parking lot.